Hello ladies, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about why it's so important to make sure that you are staying out of the dressing room at your shift and why you should not be sitting back there for more than 10 minutes at a time. I kind of want to talk to the ladies that I know have been doing this a while, and y'all should really know this by now. And I feel like you should know by now that you're not going to make no money sitting back in the dressing room on your phone, talking to your boyfriend, whatever it is. And I say this because, if you think about it this way, every song that plays, okay, so every song that goes by that you aren't dancing to is a song that you are losing money. So now, if you sit in the dressing room and you are, on your phone, checking out Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, what makes you think that if somebody was maybe looking for you earlier, or maybe there was some guy walks in that maybe doesn't have a lot of time to waste, and maybe he just needs to find a girl real quick, do a couple dances with, and go, and now you've been sitting back in the dressing room and you missed an opportunity. There are so many different reasons why it's so crucial not to sit in the dressing room as much as you might want to. If it's slow, you're getting bored, or you're tired, especially if you're tired or bored, sitting in the dressing room is really not going to help. At least if you sit out on the floor, you can make yourself, more awake. You can drink some caffeine or whatever you got to do. But a lot of times, if you just sit on the floor, okay, even if it's slow or whatever is going on, sometimes just sitting there and letting people come to you is a strategy. Sometimes you don't even have to really get up and talk to people, especially if you are maybe having an off night and you are feeling kind of lazy or just not feeling it. Sometimes just standing somewhere or just sitting somewhere can just get people to come to you, okay? So what I mean is, obviously make sure that you don't have resting bitch face, though, when you do this, because a lot of people will be very deterred by coming over to talk to you if you do not look approachable. So you need to always look approachable if you're going to do this strategy. So, just sit there at the bar, look nice, look approachable, look like you're having fun. And a lot of times, you will definitely might have guys come over and just say hi to you. Maybe they'll buy you a drink. Sometimes if it's busier, even a lot of times guys will just come over and just talk to you. Now, I learned that there was a couple of spots in the club that I worked that I noticed, like, if you stood there for a couple minutes and just chilled, that guys would come over to you when it was busy. Now, I don't know, it depends on the kind of club you work at and all that stuff, but sometimes when I was having one of those off nights, or I didn't know where to start, or I was trying to look for my first target, I would stand in certain places of the club, kind of where everybody can see you, and just look cute and look approachable. And usually after about 5 or 6 minutes, somebody would come over to me and I wouldn't even have to do anything. And usually that would end up in some kind of sale of some sort, whether that was a lap dance or a champagne room or whatever. So sometimes that can be a good strategy, but do not sit in the dressing room, because you are not going to accomplish anything by doing that. I know it's tempting and a lot of girls do it, but refrain, okay? Because also, I feel like management watches and kind of knows who sits in the back and who doesn't. I also feel like because they kind of keep track of that, maybe, that they may or may not work with you on your house fees. I almost feel like management that knows the girls that are working and that don't sit on their butts all night kind of get more things. Like, they kind of get away with more things. They get more, maybe cheaper house fees or just better treatment in general. You don't want to ever be that girl that's known to be sitting in the back room. That is such like the last like the last thing you want to be known for is somebody that's lazy at a strip club. Like, and everybody knows who those girls are, okay? Like, they know. And actually, it's kind of like defeats the purpose of you being there. This job requires you to go out on your own and talk to people and make money, okay? If you're going to sit in the dressing room like 50% of the night, then it just makes everybody question like why you're there. And we all know you're not making money. And then usually those are the girls that are complaining at the end of the night that how bad the night was or whatever. Like, even if I'm having a bad night, like a really bad night, I still will not sit in the dressing room. Maybe if something, like, maybe I am having like a horrible night or whatever, and I just need to take a quick break, like freshen up, like, a couple minutes, sit down, like chill out and then refocus and then go back out. Yes, that's fine, but not sit there for like 15, 20 minutes at a time, because you just never know who could walk in. You never know who's in a hurry that just comes in and just, wants to find a girl to do some lap dances with. You just never know. And you have better luck sitting there in a chair out on the floor looking cute, doing nothing, than sitting in the dressing room doing nothing, because nobody can approach you back in the dressing room. Okay, so just remember that. At the very least, just sit on the floor. It's a strategy. It can work when you're having a bad night or a slow night. So very, very good thing to remember. You do not want to be that girl that sits in the dressing room all night long, because everybody knows who that is, and you are not getting any respect for that. Trust me. Okay. So if you ladies have any more further questions, feel free to leave them below, and we will see you in the next video.